The first non-scale victory, which for me is absolutely huge, I went to a gym class yesterday. Not just any gym class. I went to a beginner's weightlifting gym class. And I was pooing myself. I was really scared. Even on the day I was literally like hanging around the changing room. I was like doing a stakeout, like looking around, because there's like different mats and stuff. I was like, I don't even know where the class is going to be. I was getting really nervous. I was stood by the water fountain, like doing a recce, like filling me water bottle up dead slow, being really nervous, hanging around the scales, pretending that I was about to weigh myself and like looking around, being like, where's this class? Luckily I found it, and to be honest, it was really good, and I'm really glad that I went. I'm really, really glad, because I've always wanted the courage to do that. I get really nervous about things like that, and I get scared, like I'm going to embarrass myself, people are going to be staring at me, like... But to be honest, I didn't really need to be scared at all. It was only half an hour, but this is something I've always wanted to do for a while. I did a barbell. Do you know that stick with the weights on, that you like do that and then you like, and like you squat? I did that. Now, granted, a barbell in itself, the actual stick that you put the weights on, is 20 kilograms. So I got a baby barbell that was 10 kilograms. Got to the class and he was like, right, we're going to do the barbell, 3 sets of 12 squats. And I was like, oh, are we going to stretch? And he was like, oh, we're going to do dynamic stretching. And I'm like, what's that? And then he's like, 20 squats, let's go. And I'm like, sorry, 20 squats to stretch. And I did that twice. I did 40 squats just to stretch. That is not stretching. Because normally I've tried to do squats in the past few weeks, right? I'll be on the mat, I'll do 2 squats, pull my hamstring and go home. Luckily, I think I was ready. I did it and I was already knackered. That was just the warm-up and I was knackered. And then I was doing the barbell and I was flipping it, So I did that, and then he made us do, I think it's called either Bulgarian or Romanian split squats, and they are no joke. So you put one of your foots on the bench, and then you know what I mean, just Google it. And honestly, I think we were meant to do 3 sets of 15 either side or something. I barely managed half of that, but it was okay. He wasn't shouting at me and being like, you need to do it. It wasn't like The Biggest Loser. Oh, we did the lat pull. Now, obviously I've been proud of myself. I'm not sure if I've been telling you, because I've started going on the weight machines at the gym, which I've been too scared to do before. But it turns out I've been doing the lat pull wrong, which I'm not surprised about, because it does hurt after I do it. But I thought you grab it like that, right? Because it's a bar and you pull it down like that and you lean back a bit. No, you put your thumbs over the top. So you like this and you're doing that, and then that's what works your back. And I could feel it in my back then, because before I was pulling my forearms. So that's good that I learnt that. And then we did some bicep curls. Mate, I was knackered. On them benches where you lie down and you do that, I was flipping out. And then we also did the shoulder press. I really enjoyed it. And I'm really glad that I now know the form for those exercises, because then it means that when I'm by myself in the gym, I do it now. So I'm really happy about that. My second one, actually asked someone for help in the gym the other day. And obviously, because I go in the morning, it's just me and the big scary man with the muscles. And there was a big scary man with muscles, I don't know if you have the Matrix machines where you can basically you can adjust the cables and put different handles on and do arms and legs and all this. But it was on the floor, the bit was on the floor because someone must have been doing foot exercises, but I wanted it up so I could do my triceps, but I couldn't get it up and I was really struggling. And then I was like, excuse me, to this big lad next to me. I was like, excuse me. I was like, how do you put the thingy up? And then he helped me. And I thought, because I've normally been putting it just at the top where all the tall people put it and doing that. And then he told me, he was like, oh no, you don't want to put it too high up. It's got to be so the bar comes at chest height. And I didn't know that. So I was like, oh, thank you. That as well is good, because now I know that I've been doing that wrong as well. So in 5 weeks since I've started Mounjaro, I have lost 18 pounds. In total this year, I've lost 24 pounds. In terms of non-scale victories, I think there's been a lot. There has been a lot. And just the first one, I know this is really bad, because I know that, we shouldn't link our worth to our weight. That it shouldn't happen. But we all know it does happen, because society, since I've been born, everyone knows, society hates fat people, and being fat isn't attractive, in inverted commas. You can't get away from it when you're fat. You see it everywhere. You see it in films, there's the funny fat friend that's just there as a joke. You see it in media. You see celebrities promoting thinness and all of this, and you can't get away from how being fat is bad. And so I do think I have just kind of got a bit more confidence, and I've started this is really bad, but I think I've gained a bit of self-respect. Like, don't get me wrong, I've only lost £18, £24 this year. Like, I have lost a lot more in the past. I've lost, I think, £55, £60 before. Obviously, it hasn't stayed off because we're in this situation now, but I do think just the way I feel, like, I feel more confident, and especially I've really noticed this in the gym. Because before, like, I was terrified to go to the gym, and I'd only go and I'd do like half hour on the treadmill, and I wouldn't run. I'd be scared I was going to go flying off the treadmill, or I'd be scared people would be watching me and laughing at me. Like, a lot of it is in your head, but you do see like TikToks and stuff of like, because I'm glad that Joey Swole gets involved, because you do see some gym people like recording people. That would be my fear, that someone would be recording me at the gym and laughing at me. But I have sort of like, as I've lost weight, and I think as the food noise is gone, I am able to do a workout without being starving after, and without thinking, oh, like, what can I eat next? What can I eat next? And also, like, I've just felt a lot more comfortable walking into the gym, and I felt a lot more hopeful. And I've really, like, gone to town on the gym. Like, obviously, well, to be fair, the past week, I'd say I've only been 2 or 3 times. Not only, but, like, it's really variable. Like, some weeks I'll go 5 times, some weeks I'll go once. And that is interesting, actually, because the amount that I've been going to the gym doesn't seem to have had a direct impact on the amount of weight that I'm losing. I am really enjoying going to the gym. In like my weightlifting class, I went for the 3rd time on Saturday. I really enjoyed it. Whereas before, I would not have had the confidence to step into that class, or any class. But now I'm kind of like watching from the sidelines, and I'm like, oh, I might do that one tomorrow. And like the confidence, and I think I am, you know, slowly gaining a bit of self-respect. And I know that's a terrible thing to admit to, because, you know, your body, your fatness shouldn't stop you from feeling self-respect, but it absolutely does. I think, you know, when you've been bullied in the past for your weight, or you can't fit into clothes, and especially as summer's coming now, like, you're reminded of how fat you are, aren't you? Because, like, it's getting too hot for me to wear like a matching tracksuit and to hide my fat rolls. I'm gonna have to wear something. Like, this is what's worrying me. And like, I don't have any summer clothes, because I haven't bought any new clothes for myself in about 3 years. I've worn this once since I bought it, and I just got it out because I was too hot. I was like, I'm gonna have to wear something, and I just got it out and put it on, and I quite like it. I mean, obviously my boobs are like, I need to watch my boobs. I just stopped buying clothes for myself because I thought I look awful in anything, so it doesn't matter. And obviously when you're bigger, it is a lot harder to find clothes. And my issue is I'm 4'11". Non Scale Victories this week. To be honest, a big one for me is Monday through Thursday. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I didn't go to the gym, and I didn't beat myself up about it. I felt horrible, I felt tired, I felt like my body needed a rest, and I gave my body a rest. But the good thing about that is when I went back on Friday, I didn't like overexert myself or like go too hard to make up for it. But normally, like in the past, if I hadn't been to the gym for a few days, I'd never go again. So I think that is a positive. 1, I've allowed myself to rest, and 2, I've bounced back from it, and I've been like, right, and I've not just thought, oh, pack it in then, like I'll never exercise again, which is what the pattern normally is for me. I'll go hard for like a week or 2, and then I won't exercise in 6 months. So I am happy. So non-scale victories. 1, I gave myself a rest. I haven't been to the gym Tuesday, Wednesday, or today, which is Thursday. And honestly, pop off. Like, that's amazing. Because I think I've been going too hard. Because to be fair, I enjoy doing my gym videos. And I really do enjoy it. And I really enjoy the gym. That's what's really helped my mental health. So, which is quite strange, because this week I've gone to the gym less and my mental health's been better. So I'm just not right. But that's fine. But the thing is, in the past, if I didn't go to the gym for a day, or because I'd be obsessed, and I'd be like, no, you need to go every day. And then if I didn't go every day, I'd be like, right, let's pack it in then. I'd be like, that's me for another 2 years. So that's amazing. I'm over the moon with it. What I will say for non-scale victories this week is I've been able to eat more. And I've been comfortable eating more, maybe a bit too comfortable. But I've been trying sort of like more normal foods, and I'm not going to lie, at one point my bowels were off. Like, I was literally walking to the gym and I had to duck into Wetherspoons for a poo because I nearly pooed myself. I don't know if that's TMI, but I'm just being honest with you all. Like, it happens to the best of us, do you know what I mean? Like, thank God, like, they didn't question me in spoons. But also, if you don't know what Wetherspoons is, you're missing out. Like, and I tell you what else you're missing out on. You're missing out on Greggs. And honestly, when I'm on the Stairmaster in the gym, we'll go into this in a minute because I'm doing a 30-day Stairmaster challenge. Or like my interpretation, I've made up my own Stairmaster challenge, essentially. I'm just doing what I want and calling it a Stairmaster challenge. But from the Stairmaster in the gym, I've got a direct line to Greggs. I can see Greggs on the Stairmaster. I'm doing my steps and I'm looking at Greggs. I'm like, save me a steak bake. I'll tell you, we'll go on to non-scale victories in a minute actually, but I will mention one of them, which is a massive one. The other week, I went to Primark, right? And I browsed. I went into the changing rooms and I tried stuff on. I would never before. Because one, you know that they're not going to have anything in your size, right? You just know that for a given. The shame, right? You know when you're fat and you go into the changing rooms. Obviously, I've not done this in like 15 years, but you go into the changing rooms and you have loads of clothes, right, in different sizes and stuff. And when you come out the changing rooms, you know when you're meant to give them stuff back if you don't want it. But obviously, when I was fat, like as a teenager in high school, when I went into the changing rooms and like tried stuff on, if it didn't fit me, I'd be too mortified because I'd be like, well, I can't give everything back. Especially the stuff you were like, that was never going to fit you, hun. Do you know what I mean? And then I'd just carry it around and like put it back on the shelf because I was too mortified. I was like, it's so embarrassing if you have to give like everything back. Like, do you know what I mean? So yeah, so I went physically shopping, got a t-shirt, got a skirt, and I was in that change room. I was like trying stuff on for like 2.5 hours. I was having a great time, but I've not done that. I mean, I've never done that comfortably, and I still felt very awkward, but like nowhere near. Like I haven't done that since I was like 15 in high school, going with my skinny mates and like just feeling like rubbish about myself. And I wasn't afraid to give stuff back. Do you know what I mean? I was like, here you go. Like I think a really key non-scale victory for me this week was obviously I had a few days in a row where I was like out for meals, out for cocktails, at a concert, like at a party. And normally, like in the past, if that had happened on a sort of weight loss journey or whatever I wanted to call it at the time, that would have really thrown me off and I'd have felt guilt and I'd have felt like I had to restrict myself and I'd have beat myself up and I'd have cried. It wouldn't have gone well. But this week, I'll stand here and like say it with my chest, like I overindulged last week. I had a good time. I had a great time. But the thing is, I know that I can come back from it, and I think that's what one of the key things that Mounjaro gives you is hope. Like before, without the Mounjaro, that would have led me to being like, right, well, I may as well just have 5 McDonald's every day and like, you know, 2 family size, they're not family size, are they? Bars of chocolate a night. Whereas this, I'm like, yeah, I had a good time. Like, yeah, I overindulged. I'm like, yeah, I ate too much. Like, and it was great. And now this week I'm back on the horse and I'm like, here we go. So I think there's, you know, it's like a myth. Well, not a myth, but I think in this sort of weight loss community and the fitness community, it's often encouraged that you have to be perfect all the time and you're not allowed to, you know, and you should be ashamed if you know, how dare you go out and have fun. It's not about that. Like, I had a great time. I ate loads, drank loads of alcohol. It was great. A key non-scale victory is I've not allowed that to sort of consume me, and I'm not sat here crying about it. I'm just like, right, let's get back on the horse then. Like, what will week 21 bring? So I think that's a massive positive. Another one is I have sort of like been back into cardio, and I am quite enjoying it actually. Like I did some time on the treadmill today, some time on the air bike. I did like a leg day as well on the machines and stuff, but I am actually really like enjoying cardio and getting back into it because I think I am a bit bored of my gym routine at the minute. The non-scale victories. Number one, I actually tried on a skirt that I hadn't worn in about 5 years. It's a size 10 and it nearly zipped up. I'll put a picture. Now, there's no way I'm a size 10. There's no way, I don't even think I'm a size 12. Because obviously, because of the proportions, like, I just don't think my stomach would fit into anything that's a size 12. So I'm too scared. I don't think I want to buy new clothes until I actually get to a healthy BMI. Because I don't want to keep having to buy new clothes and it's expensive. But I am sort of curious as to what size I am. So I think I want to say I did my waist like measurements the other day and it was 30.5 inches, but I could be lying because I'm sure recently it was 31 or 31.5. So yeah, so that's definitely a massive non-scale victory. And also, you know, I fell off the wagon, as it were, but I suppose you can also turn that into a little positive and be like, well, you're back on it now. And in the past, if you'd have been derailed in any way, shape or form from a diet, you'd have been like, right, that's it, sod it then, not going to bother, you know, and go get 50 takeaways in a week. So I suppose we can spin that into a victory that I am now back on track. I'm optimistic. You know, the past few weeks, it's been up and down. It's been up and down. There's been peaks and troughs. But it is nice to be back home with my family, with the cats. Aber Voyage was great. So I know some of you already. If you're new to me, then hello. I'm Amy and I've lost 44 pounds since I started Mounjaro and 50 pounds since January.